All right, what's going on, guys? Ellie Productions here, and welcome to my first NHL 25 Hockey Ultimate Team video. This is the first episode, technically episode 0, though, because we're just putting the team together and bringing you guys the introduction to the series of the Jackpot Road to Glory. Welcome to my Vegas Golden Knights themed Road to Glory. No money spent in the game. We're just going to be playing the game, grinding the game, putting together the best possible Vegas Golden Knights theme team, while also using, of course, some of the free cards we get along the way, but eventually to have a goal going into later on in the season, basically all-time Vegas Golden Knight players within this squad. Of course, EA has, given us some decent cards at the start of the game. We have the XP path with, I took the Patrick Laine. We can get him up to 85. We got the 83 cover athlete choice pack, which I took the Joe Sakic, which we're going to put in this team. And then I also bought a couple players that I personally just love that I want to use right now that I was just able to get for cheaper than currently Vegas Golden Knight rostered players or unrostered players. But like I mentioned, Joe Sakic right there at the 83. Speaking of Joe Sakic, Colorado, we're playing them first game of the season here real soon. That's going to be quite the game, but it's in Vegas, baby. We got to make the magic happen. Going alongside him, out of my starter pack, I got one of the best power-up icons, at least in my opinion, Martin St. Louis. I love Martin St. Louis. Love Tampa Bay. So he's an awesome card to get out of that, first little starter pack. I mean, that's absolutely sick because I hate the other X Factor I got. But of course, on the first line, this wouldn't be the Jackpot. This wouldn't be a group of misfits. This wouldn't be a Vegas Knight Road to Glory without the captain Mark Stone leading us with this amazing team that we're putting together throughout the year. Mark Stone hopefully will have some awesome cards throughout the year, but he is going to be remaining on the first line forever. He's not going to drop down at all. He could be 82 and everyone else could be a 90. He's going to be staying on that first line year round. Going in for the second line, though, we got William Karlsson. He just has better faceoff stats than the Tomas Hertl, and also with two-way forward, I believe he gets a +1 in faceoff. So I think he's got 82 on the base, so he'll have 83, or he has 83 and he'll get 84. One of the two there. But pairing up with him, this is kind of going to be my line of speed. One of my favorite players that is not a Vegas Golden Knight over the last few years since he's come into the league, it's going to be Timmy Stutz. Timmy Stutz, I used to actually run a Road to Glory with him, but then he got injured, and basically EA just wasn't giving him any cards. So I just completely stopped playing the game, and, well, just haven't really been doing anything much. So, we're putting them back together. They're both currently injured right now. Hopefully, as the season starts, they get back here real soon. I think Stutz will be ready at the start of the year. I don't think Karlsson's going to be ready at the start of the year. But to pair up with them, I got an absolute speedster from Exchange Sets, and that is going to be Kyrou. He's not a center. What is he? Is he just right wing? So Kyrou's going to slap in right there, giving us some nice speed for that second line with Stutz, Karlsson, and Kyrou. He's got 87 speed, so might as well use him. I got him from exchanging players and everything. I was hoping out of the 80+ exchange I might get a Vegas Golden Knight player untradeable, save me some coins later on down the line, but that did not happen. So for the time being, we're just going to use him. The third line center is going to be Tomas Hertl, who we got from our starter pack, as well as a big player we got in our starter pack, which you guys will see on the defensive side. But Barbashev will actually be on this line. We are going to use Patrick Laine on this third line as well. Now, this card does upgrade with the XP path. I currently have 2 XP tokens, so I can almost get him to 82 once I get that third one here really soon. The XP path just opened up, and I was only just playing the game for a little bit, and I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and knock out this first. But he's an upgradable card. He can get up to, I want to say, he's an 85. But, he's not going to be around the team forever. He's not going to be a card that's, hanging out this whole time. We are eventually going to be moving towards putting together the best possible all-time Vegas Golden Knights theme team. But in order to do that, we need to have a team to play with. And, well, we're going to use some of these cards that we have untradeable and that we're getting, throughout the game as, free cards and everything to get us to that spot to where we can buy all the best players we need and put together the best possible group of misfits for the Jackpot Road to Glory. Now, I don't have a fourth line center, and that's because I want to get Jack Eichel. I want to get his 82, which I need basically like 10K more coins right now, give or take. And so hopefully I can get that. But of course, when we get that 87, he'll be perfect. And let's just put Olofsson there, and we are going to add Jesse Puljujarvi. I just need to flip-flop them for the 1T purpose. But I'm so excited. Olaf is now a Vegas Golden Knight. Can't wait to see that. Jesse Puljujarvi, for those of you guys that know me, I absolutely love Puljujarvi. it's kind of a long story if you don't know me, but whatever. We'll just leave it there. Excited to have him on the team. I got him really cheap at the start of the game for like 2.5K. Silvers are going for anywhere like 4 to 5K right now. So that was a good snipe there to just have one of my favorite players to just play fun on the fourth line. But there is the offense, how it looks. Again, Sakic, Kyrou, Line, even my Puljujärvi, they're not going to be on this team forever. Same thing with Martin St. Louis. They're eventually going to work their way off, but for the time being, we're going to use these guys. Just like how we have here, Shea Theodore was the guy I got in my starter pack, my highest rated with Tomas Hertl. Very nice card to get there indeed for the defense, because then I only had to go out and buy Noah Hannafin. And Hannafin, I actually got on a nice snipe. I was in a little bit of a bidding war, but I guess the guy didn't have the coins. I only got him for 5,000 coins. He goes for about 10K, so that was a nice little save there. Now, I do have Mackenzie Weegar, but I don't really care for this card. And since I do have the 75 Ben Hutton, who will be going into this team for the chemistry purpose, we're going to use them both on the third line. So my second line is going to have Alex Pietrangelo and one of my just favorite players, Jacob Chychrun, who's now with, of course, Washington Capitals. I think he's in for another good season with them for sure. But it's a little bit of a bummer. I think he would have been kind of exciting to see with the Utah Hockey Club had he not been moved last year, especially with Sergachev on that team now. I feel like that would be kind of exciting, but that's a whole different other thing. We put in Ben Hutton, and we're putting in my X Factor Mackenzie Weegar. Again, I don't care for this card at all, but he's going to work with helping that third line not be so trash. With Ben Hutton, he just doesn't have a good card, 75 rated, but then again, every card's kind of low rated, and maybe to kind of balance things out, we'll put Pietrangelo and Hannafin. So there's more of a balance here on the defense. I think they'll kind of play better as, the attack's a little bit different. Your first two lines are going to be mainly there, but especially this early on in the game, we need to have, a little bit more of a balance. But to get us to our fully 4 maxed out synergies with Elton Hong, I have 2 of them, so it kind of works out, and everyone now has a boost. Every single player gets plus stats, which is awesome. The two-way forward stat is huge. Again, Carlson and Brisson getting the +1 in face-off is nice. Our absolute shooters, our snipers, are getting a huge accuracy boost and power boost. That lining is going to be really good. And I'm excited to just have Puljujärvi with some boosted stats. And every single defenseman getting +2 endurance, defensive awareness, and stick checking. Massive. Absolutely massive. I will keep that defensive setup until we get another Vegas Golden Knight defenseman that works, that can replace Weegar or Chychrun with that stat. But for goalies, we're just using the 2 that we have, untradeable. I, of course, took Robin Lanier. With this being a Vegas Golden Knights theme team, we got to take this card. He's going to be upgradable throughout the year. It's 20 daily tokens until his next upgrade to 83. But he's basically going to be my goaltender all year until, Aiden Hill gets a really good card, or I get Aiden Hill or whatever. But 6'4", 250. EA doesn't know how to code goalkeepers under, they don't know how to code any goalie under 6'2", really. So anyone 6'3", 200 pounds is basically perfect. Their synergies don't matter to me. It's just mainly having my players, so might as well just use them for the time being and, enjoy some games. But this is the group of misfits we have for the Jackpot Road to Glory. We got the captain. We're going to eventually get that 87 Jack Eichel. We're going to work towards him. Again, these untradeable cards, not all of them are going to be around forever. St. Louis is going to work his way off this team, even though he's our power-up icon. But he's going to, eventually work his way out. Sakic, his 83 is going to work his way out. Kyrou is going to work his way out. Line, they're not going to be in here forever. My Stützle and, of course, my Puljujärvi will be working his way out at some point. But for now, this is the squad we put together. It only cost me right about 50K to put this team together to start off this series. And, we're just going to have some fun. I'm bringing you guys some gameplay here real soon. The NHL season is kicking off really soon as well, too, just a couple of days away. Hopefully, I can get this video out before the season starts, if not at least before the second game of the season for the Vegas Golden Knights. I'd like to do that at least for you guys, and then have hopefully our first game with the Jackpot Road to Glory coming out right around that second game of the season against St. Louis Blues. But thank you all so much for watching. Nice to be back on YouTube doing some NHL content, and can't wait to bring you guys more of this series. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.